All right, so I know we missed last night, but don't worry about it because hopefully you did something. I know one of the reasons I missed last night was because I went out for a hike with my family, because we're on quarantine from other people, not quarantine from the outside. Go outside, get some outside time. It was fun, we had a good time. I was gonna do like a good night stretch video, and then Ripley, my daughter, was like, "Dad, you must take me to sleep because no one else can." And I had to prioritize. So I figured we'd do this again in the morning. And here we are. So hopefully you're keeping up and doing your own thing. Now today is going to be a little longer because I'm going to be focusing on stretching and balancing. All right. So when we're focusing on stretch and balance, it's okay if you fall in and out of these as you're doing them. All right. Don't think like you have to hold them the whole time. I know when I started this, I was tumbling and fumbling all over the place, and I've slowly gotten better. So you got to find which one is good for you. We're going to go through a basic yoga building workout that I like because I'm running these, and hopefully this will help you find those balance points. I'll be trying to hit it all for you as we go. Now I am bringing a sword, but we're not going to be using it the whole time, and I want a short one because there's moves where we're going to be like going up and to the side and stuff, and I don't want anything super long, right? So I'm going to use a sword just to help me for some of these, to remind, to emphasize in my form that I'm not doing this strictly for exercise. I'm doing this for form building exercise towards my swordsmanship, right? Okay, so first one though, I am going to put the sword down because we're just going to do some basic stretching. Okay, I've got enough. I can go side to side for you too. Okay, so nice loose. Feet together, hands by your sides, and back straight, right? Imagine the crown of your head right there, not in the front, not in the back, but that little crown area. I want you to put a golden string there, imaginary. We're Peter Panning here, and you're going to grab that string and you're going to pull it, and your whole back straightens and your whole head straightens, so you're in good posture, right? This straight up. We have a tendency to either lean forward or lean back, and when we do, we tend to incorporate our shoulders and back leg, and we don't want that. We want to have that good, straight, everything's up high. Got it? Okay, so we're there. Our arms come together up over our head. Now watch, I'm leaning way back to stretch my chest as I do it. Hands to the sky. And then we're going to put our palms out, bring them wide again, scrape the back wall as you come down. Now stay up high, look at me as we swan dive forward and splash into the pool, touch your feet. All right, you're in a good forward bend. Now maybe your forward bend's up here. Right? Like I said, you don't have to match me. Where if you're feeling that stretch, you're doing it right. This is about getting stretched. This isn't about hurting yourself. So find the one that's good for you. Now I just finished exercising, so I'm all loose right here. So I can go down. Now back up to flat back, right? Where my back is flat. And then we're gonna go back down and touch our toes again. Get out of the way of my own sword. Now placing our hands in front of our face, I'm going to bend my knees. Now, some of you are going to have to step, some of you are going to be able to float, and we're going to float back if you can into plank. Now, if you're up here and that's too much, stepping back is fine. Now, emphasis in plank, I'm flat. We have a tendency to raise our butt. We have a tendency to drop our hips, right? We're not doing that. Flat. Now, my elbows are going to pinch my sides as I go down. Right? They're going to pinch my sides as I go down. I don't touch the floor. I come forward. Now, in that forward position, if you can, shoulders underneath your hands. Hands underneath your shoulders, right? Now, if you can, keep your toes on the floor and your knees off the floor. That'll get more of a stretch, more of a workout. Oh yeah, don't drop down. Turtle head out of the shell, right? Now, if you have to put your knees down, that's fine. If this is where you have to be, it's where you are. You can come up, there's a little more stretch, right? Now we're gonna do, I like to add a push-up here because I need a little more exercise. You don't have to do the push-up. I push down and then into downward dog, right? And again, from the front, downward dog. Get that good V, okay? Hip bones up, sit bones to the sky. If your heels touch the floor, that's fine. If you're up here, that's fine too. Find the one that gives you that stretch, right? Try to get your ears next to your biceps though. Now, back to plank. And we're going to float up or step up if you have to into our forward bend again. Now again, I'm bending still. I am not jumping up. I'm maintaining that bend, but I'm straightening my legs. Now one more time, flat back. Touch the floor, or as low as you can. Now looking up first, palms forward. We're going to reverse swan dive, scrape the back wall again, all the way to the sky. And then bring our arms scraping the wall. Back to prayer. Got it? That's the vinyasa sequence that I like. So we're going to do one more as our warm-up. Ready? Scrape the back wall, touch the sky. Scrape back again. Swan dive forward, look up, look up, look up, and splash. Touch your feet. One step forward. Flat back. Remember, get that back flat. Don't let it round. Flat back, right? Like you're at table. Back down. And then float or step back. Vinyasa, so we're going to pinch our sides as we come down into upward dog. Get that stretch. Get that turtle head up. Feel that stretch for a minute. Back down. Downward dog. Oh. Ears next to biceps. If you start like sliding, you can move your hands a little bit. You know, find the spot that's good for you. Plank. Hop up. Touch your toes, straighten them legs. Flat back. Touch the floor. Looking up first, reverse swan dive. Up. Scrape the back wall. Prayer. Okay, that's the warm-up. Now we're going to go through the warrior series. This is good for, again, building those leg muscle balance coordination bits. All right, so we already know the first movement. Coming up. We're coming back down. Now get your sword next to you, and so I'm going to grab one. You can also use a yoga block here if you think it'll help. Now if you don't got a yoga block, any block works. You can use a weight. You can use, like look, got like basic building blocks. It doesn't matter what you have as long as there's something there to support your balance movements. Because again, like I said, they can be hard at first. All right, sorry. Here we go. Got my sword. I got my yoga block. I'm going to need those in a minute. Arms up, arms down. Swan dive, touch the floor, flat back, back down. And floating back if you can. Vinyasa, squeeze, pinch your sides, back up. Pinch your sides back down to downward dog. I'm going to get where you can see me a little different. Because we're going to float that right leg, right heel up into the sky, right? Get that balance. This is your first balance. And then we're going to swing it through up to our hands. Now, if you miss, you can grab your foot, place it. Now, look. Behold, my knee is over my ankle. My back foot is planted. Got it? Look familiar? It should. So I'm here. Now I'm going to grab my sword. I'm going to grab the tip or the blade, and I'm going to come up into our first pose. Now, notice that I'm flat. I'm not leaning. I'm not leaning. I'm not doing any of this extra stuff. That's why I have my arms up over my head grabbing my sword, right? If you want to add some intensity to this, you can put them like this. Makes it a little more of a workout. Got it? All right. So this is Warrior 1. Now we're going to go into Warrior 2, and this is going to be our lunge. Now the reason I put my arm behind me is I want to be able to have this level balance, right? I don't want to have everything off center. But again, I'm not losing this form. I'm maintaining that form, maintaining my balance. I can bring my off arm in so I can still feel it. Got it? Now we're going to do just a stretch. Straighten that back leg, dip that sword behind you, get that reverse warrior, bend that front leg, feel that stretch. You should feel it open here. Back to Warrior 2. And now we're going to do an extra warrior here. If your leg's getting tired, you can straighten it. All right. Now we're going to do an extra warrior. This is Warrior 3. Ready? From my lunge, I'm going to push off with my back leg. And as I do, I'm going to get in a good position so I'll stay on camera. As I do, I'm going to lunge into this forward airplane position. Now you should feel this in here. It should be wobbly. You might need to come wide. Woohoo, use your sword. Keep your balance, right? This position is a little different for everyone who does it. But I want mine right there. Got it? Now, the real trick is we've got to hold this for a second. That's where we're building our balance. Now I'm going to lean forward with my sword. Oh, and I lost my balance. Back up. Forward. Oh, losing my balance. You're going to fall in and out of these. It's okay. It's not easy. That's the point. Back in. Back out with the sword. Back out with my offhand. Oh, find that balance point. And now, slowly, control this. We're going to fall back into our warrior position. I'm going to put my sword down. I'm going to come back down. Leg back. You should feel that now. That should probably be pretty good. We're going to do the vinyasa. Forward. Oh, get that stretch. Get that turtle head up. Back to downward dog. Now we're going to switch legs. Left leg goes to the sky. And we're going to swing it through. Now I'm going to grab my sword. I'm going to put my back foot down. I forgot to mention that in the last one. Back foot down. I'm going to work my left side a little. Coming up to our warrior one. Just feel that. Make sure you get in that good position. Make sure that balance is right. There. Warrior two. Then make sure, check your arms. Are they level? Am I doing this right? Boom. Now I'm going to bring mine forward. Get that good fighting position. Now we're going back into reverse warrior. Let's straighten it for a second. Get that deeper stretch. Reach a little more back. Back down. Feel that stretch. Back forward. Warrior two again. Now let's get into our warrior three. Now I'm going to come up a little because I want to get that light lunge, into it where I push off. Boom. Now I'm going to just, so I stay on camera, pushing off into my flying warrior. Warrior three. All right? Try to be flat. The tendency is to try to kind of come there or something. You want to try to get as flat, back leg out, arms out in front. Oh. Huh? Oh, and I'm losing it today. Back out. Let's hold that a minute. And now I'm going to reach with my sword arm to get that lunge and feel all those muscles tightening for balance. Now I'm going to switch to my offhand, feeling all those muscles tightening for balance. Oh man, I worked out my legs today and yesterday, so I'm a little wobbly. And you might be too. That's okay. And now, that good warrior three. And we're going to control, come back. Control. To warrior one. Sword down. Leg back. One more. Vinyasa forward. Oh, feel that stretch in the lower back. And downward dog. And then step or float back up. Get flat. Flat back.
Okay.
Touch the floor. Reverse swan dive. To the sky. And back here. If you kept up with me, you're probably a little sweaty. That's a good one, all right? Now, we're going to focus on a little more balancing postures. So first balancing posture, we're going to make it easy. Easy for me. This is one that's easy for me. I'm going to take my right leg, put it inside of my left leg, right here. You've seen this, let me grab my sword. Seen this 100 times, I'm sure. I call it tree pose in yoga. Boom. Now again, grabbing my sword, I reach up over my head. I'm just going to hold this a minute. Now, you're going to add levels of intensity to this. You can look up. That's pretty hard. It doesn't seem like much, but it is. Some people close their eyes. I'm not that good yet. But you should be able to flex your glutes, flex them butt muscles. Feel your foot plant into the ground. Now coming out of this slowly, I come back down, my leg comes down. Control these movements. If you're building your balance, it's your fine twitch muscles, not our speed, our fine twitch, the ones that hold us together, right? Okay, other leg. And again, if you did left leg first, does it matter? No, just do both legs. Grabbing my sword, up over my head. Do you have the bonus? Oh, I almost lost it, but I got it. And again, everyone's got things they're good at and things they struggle with. This one is what I'm good at. I can hold this posture for a while. I can look up and add that element. All right, coming back down, control. Bam. Similar exercise. We're going to do dancer, okay? So for dancer, I'm going to keep holding my sword and my good on guard. This is optional. I'm just doing it because I want to get that. We're going to come up with our right foot, grabbing the toe. Got it? And then that foot comes in front of you, and I'm going to add my sword posture. Now, I'm going to do it to the side. I'm not here, right? My back isn't all messed up. I am straight back, leg out, sword up. Now, that's too much. You can grab under here. You can have a bend, right? Again, this is focusing on balance. I'm a little flexible. I can add that toe. We're just going to hold it a minute. Feel those fine twitch muscles. Feel everything trying to come out of it. And slowly come out and move. Other leg. Got it? Bringing it up. Toe. Putting it in front of me. Adding my sword. Shoulders still trying to stay high. Head. Arm keeping that good on guard position. Low guard. High guard. Parry forward. Right? Keep it up. Just a little more. Just a little more. Oh. And come out of that slow. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple more focusing on our lunge balance movements, and that'll be good, right? I'll put the sword down for a minute, and I want to show you what it looks like. So, we're going to burn through our vinyasa. Let me get yoga block next to me, sword next to me, just in case. Go through our vinyasa again, because this is a good exercise. Stretch, right? Sorry, I was supposed to go down. There, I was already finished. All the way down, touch our toes. Halfway up, halfway down. I mean, all the way down. I'm going to turn. And floating back or stepping. Pinch your sides. Ooh, feel that. Right leg again. Drive it through. Now I'm going to stay up on my toe for this one. And I'm going to bring my yoga block in because I might need it. Okay? So we know how to come here. We know how to come here. But now we're going to reach down to the floor. Now, yoga block, right? You might want this. This might help you. I don't need it because I'm flexible here. But I'm going to come inside my leg and put my shoulder, my knee together, and I'm going to reach to the sky. My off one. This is balance. This is stretch. Now I'm going to flip sides. Oh, and I feel that in my back. Real nice. Both down. Leg back. Switch sides. I'm sorry. Pinch your sides. Get that last stretch. Back up. Bring it up. Swing it through. Yoga block if you need it, right? my left arm, my left knee, make that straight line. And I'm going to reach to the sky, looking to the sky. Hey, you want to put your sword in here on this one? Totally can. And let's do some over the head stretch. I forgot on the other side, but I want it. And let's switch hands to the sky. Over the head. Try to make that straight line from your heel to the tip of the sword. All right. And leg back. Vinyasa. Back. Looking up to the hands. Float up. Straighten your legs. Flat back. Down to the floor. Swan dive up. Hands together. Let's see what's there. Another one I wanted to do. Good balance workouts. We'll try one more. This one is really hard for me and I want to get better at it. All right, last one. All my weight to my left leg. My right leg, just a little bit in front of my left leg. Not incredibly far, right? Swordy, so we're gonna add a sword. Boom. Guard. Off arm ready. And now's when it gets rough. From here, we close our eyes. Boom. Already, it gets hard. Now look, I'm touching the floor. You can touch the floor. It's okay. But that balance is hard with your eyes closed. I gotta touch the floor. Ooh, there it was. Touch the floor. All right. Oh, oh. Hold it. Nope, nope, there it was. Ah. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, shake it. We're gonna switch legs. Why not switch hands, right? So once again, just a little bit in front of me. It doesn't have to be straight. A little bend actually makes it a little harder, right? That does for me. A little bend, off arm, so, and eyes. Oh, there it was. Hold it. Nope, almost. And again, this one's really hard for me, which is why I'm doing it. Why do the easy stuff? Feel like, get that good on guard. Elbow, tip of my sword. Be in alignment. Look, I'm not even pointing at you anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. Hold it. A little bit more. Oh, that feels better. Oh, there it goes. I'm losing it, losing it. All right, guys. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of balancing in your legs. I'll think of more stuff, but I just want to do something to help stretch out. Like I said, I've been working my legs pretty good. I want to give them a good stretch, and I want to make sure you guys are full body concerned. Back to give out. You don't want your shoulders to give out. You don't want your knees to give out. You want to make sure you take care of yourself. And for any of you that have to do or have had to do physical therapy, we just did half your physical therapy most of the time. It's a lot of yoga moves that we already know. So, if we do them before we get hurt, and we don't get hurt, that's how it works. If you have any focus comments or anything you want to work on, and I'll see you tomorrow.